So, happy birthday to me, I guess. Well, for you guys. For me, it's actually the 22nd of June. And yeah, I know I'm opening like almost a month earlier than what's supposed to be, but I mean, at this point, this is the second time it happens. You guys should probably figure out that this is just how it goes. So, yeah, first of all, trashed like usual, because who doesn't like when the mail just trash your box? Obviously, I showed my dad. I was like, yeah, here you go. I want any one of these figures. And he bought two of them. One I'm pretty sure I know because he said around the price. And that would only work with one of them and then one of three others. And for the other one, I think it's the odd one out, as to say. And I mean, I've ordered myself a birthday gift from Japan that you guys will have seen earlier, I think. Wait, what? It was the one I believed it would be. Nice. And it was not the one I believed it was. I forgot about that one. I'm actually shocked. I forgot that. I guess we start with the big one. So, yeah, if you live in Sweden, there is a few websites you can have when buying action figures. For example, Edia Shop and Inami, if you want the super cringe Swedish one. And obviously you can get pay later. Yeah, I was just looking at the name because I read the manga, so I know his hero name later on, and it's not this. At least not in the manga, but either way, so there is like shops that you can use for, yeah, it's sunscreen, that's why I look so disgusting. But either way, there are shops so you can pay later. You know, Klarna. So you pay a month later, which is very good for me that I want stuff like this. And it might be in, in store when I don't have afford it. So then I use the Swedish website so I can pay it later and still get the thing I know I will be able to pay for in a week or so. But if I do have the money directly, I do go to Japanese Amazon because it is cheaper. It is cheaper, yes, you have to pay quite a lot for shipping, obviously. Like, they always use express shipping, and it's from Japan, which is like almost across the globe from Europe. But these are from the Swedish one. And probably that's why the package was so trashed. But, yeah. So, I know that My Hero Academia has sorta ruined like the weeb otaku reputation because My Hero Academia got like all these cringe youngsters that like I have seen some TikTok cringe and I can't believe I am in the same fandom as those guys. You know, like ooh. So where will I be able to put this, you think? I don't know. Because it's a bit bigger than I was expecting. But the story order from now, Enami, it's actually a bit cheaper, but it doesn't have the same variety as Edia, which is about the same price, a little bit more expensive, but they can get like the more expensive ones. I mean, they had an Attack on Titan action figure that cost 62 Swedish K, you know, 62,000 Swedish crowns. That's like almost 10 months of rent for me, you know. But this one was actually not that expensive. I think it's because My Hero Academia is quite popular, so... And since it's more popular, people will buy. People aren't willing to pay that much when there are a lot to offer. Because the one I ordered from... Well, you will know what it is. When I ordered the... Twisted Wonderland figure from Japan. I mean, obviously you can't get it like anywhere, at least if you're Swedish. Like, I could only find it on the Japanese Amazon. Then I had to pay 2K for it. That's with shipping, so it's not that much. Because these guys, they go for like 300, and then with shipping maybe like 600, and this one went for 900. But, you know, if you can't even find it on other stores that even ships to like Europe and Sweden and stuff. I mean, I did think like, what should I get myself? Because, well, the money's a bit late, so they put a lot of the money together. So it will be quite a lot, but you know, I was like, okay, what do I want to give myself? Why am I saying this now? This is not even the unboxing video. I mean, sure, you guys get it anyway, but I thought like, okay, what do I want? Well, obviously I went for a thing that I can't even get on other websites. You know, because Japanese Amazon, they have a lot of stuff, you know? A lot of action figures. So if you know me, you know that I also read like comics and, well, both American comics and Japanese comics. And I thought that this triple boom really gave that effect that I would want in a Bakugo action figure, and especially since it was 900, I thought this would be a worthy 900 bucks action figure. Well, it's actually Swedish crowns, not American dollars, but you know. Because I do like it. And as usual, the camera quality is shit. But yeah. So some of you might wonder like, okay, why would I like Bakugo? He's an asshole. He is. He's definitely an asshole. I mean, partially because of how his mom is, I would say. But when I was younger, I also had anger issues, so that's maybe why I can relate to Bakugo, even though obviously he's a terrible person. Like, I'm not justifying his actions or his behavior, like, they're shit. But especially in the manga, you see the growth he gets. And I thought that this was like the only one under like 5k that would really justify him. And I target Swedish crowns, so like $500. Don't come for me. I'm not gonna pay more than rent, okay? And while I'm just putting this away, I can say I have actually gotten Final Fantasy 16. I will talk about it in earlier videos than this, but since I got it yesterday, for me, I have to say I really like that they flirt with like the old school Final Fantasy. Because I haven't really played like any old school Final Fantasy myself. Like the oldest I have played was like Final Fantasy 12, 13, you know. I know 13, I don't remember if I played 12. But either way, I really do like it, especially the Shokodu. So, yeah. I mean, I could have done an unboxing of it, but, you know, I'm lazy. I just realized I will have to put away other things on the shelf for this. Like, right now, all my pop figures and such, they're, like, on display. And I realized I will have to put some pop figures away. And, you know, like, I buy things because some people, they be like, oh my god, you take pop figures out of the box. Obviously, I buy it to look at it. I'm buying it to, like, appreciate it, not have it in the damn box. Because yes, it loses its value. But why would I care about that when they're overrated anyway? Because yes, pop figures are overrated, but goddamn, I still like them. I am more picky nowadays though, especially with Japanese Amazon. Like, I would never get a Bakugo pop figure, you know, like you can get them quite cheap. Because with My Hero Academia, I do have Hawks, like obviously. But, you know, he's also my favorite character, and it looked good. Then I have a giant All Might. I mean, nowadays I'm like, I mean, I don't even like how actual action figures look with All Might, so I'm actually happy with the two pop figures I have of him. But like, yeah. Midoriya, Bakugo, like all the cool characters. If I do get them in any sort of figure way, it will be action figure. Yes, I think it looks really cool, even though he is basically a psychopath. But yeah, you know. And then we have the one I had forgotten about. So this is basically a small cheap version of the one I really wanted, but it was like triple or quadruple the price of this one. So, you know, like, I'm not blaming my dad, especially since we didn't know if the money would fix itself. Hawks, you know, obviously. So obviously this one doesn't look as good as like the expensive action figures that I do want with him. But I know I will find a spot for this, even though if I get the expensive ones that I want, that I will probably end up buying myself. Because obviously these on like Japanese Amazon are like, I don't even know, like $200 and then you have shipping. So like I don't expect it to be amazing, you know. Like I still expect it to be good because it is an action figure, but not like whoa, you know. Okay, so here I am to expect around my Inosuke action figure, because his was the same thing with this, so then I know the quality. And yeah, I paid like, well, my dad paid like 300 for that one. It was on sale. And I think this one was like, well, it wasn't actually that expensive from what I remember. I mean, I know it wasn't more than like 400. 500 I am guaranteed. You know, if we want to go that way. And obviously now I'm just taking out all the stuff too. So yeah, like, so these cheaper ones, obviously you have to realize it is cheaper, because online they usually have bought like those super expensive ones because that's what they make their YouTube channel all about. And especially if they start to have like so many followers that they actually start to get money, you know. Because yeah, I mean, obviously it would be fun if my YouTube channel grew so I would get money from it. But at the same time, it's like, that would be, because you know, YouTube, they have this specific thing. So if you get like, you can go into YouTube Studios if you have anything on YouTube, then it says that you have to have like I think it's 4,000 followers and like 1,000 watch hours, and I believe that's a year, you know. And I mean, obviously you can just look at my channel right now. I definitely do not have 4,000 followers. I mean, I wish I did, but I don't. Like, a little bit of honesty is needed, you know. I mean, what did people expect? I've done the... I mean, okay. I know you can, like, buy followers. I know you can do that. I mean, there are all these websites where it's like, for $1,000 you can get a lot of subscribers. And I'm like, for what? I don't have the energy to force watch all the needed watch hours myself, you know, like. Bruh. Okay, now the hard part. So I'm supposed to use this for something. And I don't know what. If you guys have action figures yourself, do you also hate when it's like you don't get any information about like how you're supposed to do it? Like how is it supposed to look? Because obviously the box they just show the ultimate how it's supposed to end up looking like. And I'm over here like, okay. Well, what do I have this for? Is it... No? Okay, yeah, I have this stand. I don't know where it goes. I really don't know anything. I am somewhat confused, but I have Hawks. I mean, this is a bit more awesome than his personality, you know, he's a bit more goofy, even though in the later episodes, chapters, he does go into the mature side, but still, you know. But yeah, I definitely like Hawks. One of few blonde guys I have a fictional crush on, you know. Because it's like, yeah, well, when My Hero Academia just came out, I don't even know when that was. Hold on. I need to have a check here. And of course, you gotta go through all of... Like... Some apps are like, yeah, hi, you can't just like quit on me. You gotta like go through a bunch of shit. I know I'm trying to not swear, but obviously that's going great, guys. That's going great. Okay, okay, spring 2016. So I was 14 when it first came out. And in the beginning of it, you know, obviously as a 14, 15-year-old going 16, I did have like crushes on these younger characters. But obviously I'm 22 and obviously I'm not going for like 14-year-old characters, you know. So we have Hawks, you know, real husbando material. And I will have to figure out where the F this is supposed to be. But yeah, so I messaged to my dad, shocked, because I had forgotten about this one. This one I was not that shocked over. I was like, probably. But I thought this would be Demon Slayer, you know, Mitsuri, is that her name? Oh god, I don't even remember. I have failed my own fandom. But you know, the love pillar. I thought that would be her. Turns out it's a husbando, so, you know, good. And this altogether, well, he said it was around like 1200 Swedish crowns. And, well, this one was 900. But if you're Swedish or you can like have the size I have told you about available, I do recommend like this kind of thing. Because yes, obviously it's much cheaper on Japanese Amazon, so I highly recommend that. But if you do have the fact that you do like me sometimes, that I want to pay later, you know, then this kind of action figure is definitely what I recommend. Because sure, this one was quite cheap, you know, obviously. But I would say that it is good, but you definitely do get the quality of like double the price and you get this. At least this kind of. But I don't know, some people they like more when like the figures can move and stuff. Because like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, they like only have those that you can move the limbs on. And I hate them. Like if I'm gonna pay 1,000 Swedish crowns, they ain't gonna move for nothing, you know? And I see that I look more and more crazy the longer this goes on, so peace and happy birthday to myself.